All right, Shalom, Shalom. First things first, I'm going to give honor and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Chakwadash. We say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bahashim, Chakwadash. We give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders, a great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahbashim Yahushai. We're in the time of the end, 2022, which is the year of Yahbashim Yahushai turning up. Big, beautiful things are taking place, as I always say, and I always wish and hope that this be the last year. But like I said, we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep maintaining. But things are happening, man. This is a joyous time. This is just touching on the situation. This is the Kanye situation. And at first, I was, you don't give credence to these guys because guess what? This truth is done what it's done on its own. But this recent video, this was shared by one of the elders, and this was shared by Elder Yashawamba, actually, going into the fact of this guy, Esau's painting, because this is also a twofold thing, because Esau is he's ready to put us out in the open. He's got enough resources, and he feels that he can demonize us in a way that he can let us out, because it's already been out. He has to control the narrative. And that's why, I thought, thinking that, he's setting this guy up. But either way, it's the Lord moving, it's the Lord's movie. So we're moving accordingly. So this is the Lord setting the stage for Esau to demonize us and put us in the stage as, we're extremists. But he's been the most extreme killer on the planet Earth, man. He's got more bodies against us than we got against him. We're not promoting violence. We're promoting the truth of Yahbashim Yahushai, which has violence in it, because the Lord said he says the slain of the Lord is many. And this is scriptures that he writes. He produces these books. He publishes these books. So if we're wrong, then why are you publishing the books if it's hate speech, you're the one publishing these books. You're publishing the Bible every year. You're making money off the Bible every single year. Okay, so it's good when it's working in your case. But once the truth of it comes out, that you're going to be punished for the things that you've done, now it's hate speech. Now we're extremist. But that's, neither here nor there. Shall their unbelief make the words of the Most High without any effect? It doesn't matter what you guys think, man. This is the truth that's coming out. The Lord is saying, give them warning from me. This is a warning from the Lord, man. It's not a warning from men. The Lord is warning you, just like Noah. What was Noah doing? Noah's warning the world. We're warning the world of the coming danger and pending danger that the Lord is going to bring by way of this third world war, nuclear holocaust, and by the way of the angels that's going to come on the earth and release fire. All right. Yahushua himself is going to beat people in the powder, man. That's why it says they should be burnt in the presence of the Lamb and the holy angels. So these are the warning that's coming. You think what we're saying is bad. Watch when it actually happens. And there's nothing that Esau can do against it. Nothing, man. So this is what I want to, I want to go into this quick. Let me see how many plays this has. It doesn't have too many plays, but I'm going to play it. And then we're going to go into the video. The comment board is where we're going to. And the title of this video is The Bones Are Shaking. All right. The bones are shaking. Or the bones are being stirred up. One of those two.
Anti-Semitic incidents in L.A., and many believe it's connected to some disturbing comments made by rapper Kanye West, now known as Ye. KQLN's Lori Perez live in the Fairfax district with more on the concerns this is raising. Lori.
Juan, you're right. Tonight here in the Fairfax district, a security team that focuses on the mostly Jewish neighborhoods has stepped up their patrols because of that spike in anti-Semitic incidents. And some experts we spoke with are connecting the hate to Kanye West, now known as Ye, saying he is using his popularity and his influence in a very destructive way.
It's infuriating that this is happening in our own backyard.
Under fire for anti-Semitic comments, dropped by his agent, and facing growing calls for Adidas to sever ties with him. This is one place actually.
This shows you who is running the industry. They're running everything. The agencies, they're running the music, they're running the shoe places. They run everything. This is a fulfillment of Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So now this should show everybody who has been really profiting off of all of our music and our clothes is these Amalekites, man. These Amalekites have been profiting off of us. That's why they're dropping them so quick, because they're the ones that are offended by this. If you're not offended, what does it say? If the shoe don't fit, and you ain't going to put it on, man. That's what you see, but they're demonizing this and try to make themselves the victims. But who owned the slave ships? We're going to get into that. We've been pushing this and showing you the clear-cut historical facts that the so-called Jewish people today have been profiting off of our death for generations. The De Beer family, the Rothschild family, they own the diamond mines. They've been raped in my country alone, the Sierra Leone. The reason I left and came to America because of what? The De Beer family, man. And the Rothschilds, they literally raped Africa and set up militia terrorists to raid the diamond mines and to kill people, man. That's history. They follow the money, man. So when you bring out facts, it's this, and now we're extremists. We ain't trying to kill you, man. We ain't trying to hurt you. We ain't trying to put no violence against you. The Lord said it. It says what? He's that live by the sword shall die by the sword, man. We're waiting on the Lord till he rise up to the prey, because then guess what? Then it's justified. He ain't justified right now because Yahushua hasn't raised up to the prey and the prophecies have not come to pass. So we would be out of order by doing anything to you, man. So we're not promoting violence. We're promoting, Jake, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to come out of darkness. The Lord is calling them back to the understanding of who they are as a people, man. Bottom line. And if the Lord is using this guy to stir up things, okay, man. If this is quicker for us to go home, then may the Lord's will be done, man. At the end of the day, home is home is our main goal, man. That's it. And staying in the guise in the borderlines of Yahweh Shem Yahshua's word, man. Other than that, we ain't doing nothing to these people. But this is the demonization, the smear program, the smear campaign, because he's been scared, man. This truth has been out. This truth has been flourishing. Now he has to use another method. That's all it is. It's another method to demonize and to make it a justable thing to come and attack this truth, man. But that's the Lord pushing it. Just like he pushed Pharaoh to come into the river. The same thing that you're seeing now. The Lord is pushing Esau, pushing Pharaoh to come into the waters, man. Which is the waters represent what? The truth. The Lord is separated and giving us a passage through dry ground, man. By way of this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He said he's going to pour what? Water on the dry ground, man. All right. So now that's that. Now let's get into the main thing. Let's get into the comments. As the bones are stirring up, okay? Look, it says, do you not realize that people are reading what is written while you call it hate? Keep pushing, though. You're making it easier for people to pick up on it. See? And that's 29 likes. Let's keep going. Hate is good when you direct it towards those that want to destroy what you love. These are different people. I notice you don't call him a liar because the world knows it's the truth. Come on, man. Yay, I had an orchestra and a hospital in the death camp. Mel, they had a prison. Yay, a prison. Yay. They're talking about the death camps in Auschwitz, right? It says they had an orchestra and a hospital in the death camp. Exactly. They have an orchestra. People are looking up. We've been bringing out this information. They had swimming pools. They had different amenities there in the death camp. It says they played music all the time and had swimming pools, theaters on the inmate side of the camp. Not so shabby for a prison camp. It's crazy. They say his goal was to kill them. Why would he kill his main source of labor to assemble equipment for the war? That's killing free labor, not really free, but because he had to house, clothes, and feed them. Also, the entertainment to keep morale up. Still, they were his labor for the war. To kill them en masse would have been idiotic. The only ones he did kill were the ones that committed crimes and broke prison laws, like refusing to work for a long period of time or raped other inmates and such. People don't use their heads with these stuff or look into it. They just, what does that say? Regurgitate what they told by school MSM or MSM and you who run them in the rants. See? What does it feel like making up your own history? This is, man, it's up. The people are up, man. This is the work of the Lord. We're seeing the work of the Lord. If this man didn't come out with all this, we wouldn't see that people are literally, and this is something that surprised me, man. When I started to read these comments, I was like, man, the people ain't playing around. They're not following the narrative that's been pushed out here, because why? The vibration of the truth has been going out. So that old magic that Esau used to have is wearing off, man. Just like venom wears off. If you get the antidote, the venom will wear off. Hey, that's it. The serpent's and the serpent. This truth is the antidote to the serpent's venom. That's a sit down right there. This truth is the antidote, man. Because if a serpent bites you, the venom is what kills you, man. Not the bite. It's the venom in it. So the venom is Esau's lies and his dogma and his doctrine. If you hold on to that, that's the venom that's still in your body. But the Lord gave us the anti-venom. The anti-venom is this truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that was given by the way of Yahushua's sacrifice when he went. If you read Revelations, the 5th chapter, that shows you when he went and got the little book. He sent the antidote. I will send the comforter to you, which is the antidote to the hell that we catching, to the punishment. The antidote is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because it says, he that wandereth out the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So when the Lord sent this antidote, it gave us life again. It gave us a breath. That's where you see Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. The breath is entering in, which is the understanding, not just standing on your feet. You have to have the understanding, which is coming by way of the apostles and elders, man. All right. It says they had swimming pools as well. See, people are up, man. We can go on and on. Now, listen, those are just for the Jewish camps. Now, let's keep going. She says Kanye needs to understand that he needs to inspire, not incite. He has already inspired me a lot and the millions of others just in the past week. Read that comment again. She says Kanye needs to understand that he needs to inspire, not incite. He has already inspired me alone. Let alone the millions of others just in the past week. Jake likes drama. They pay attention to things like this. And Jake knows when you see it instigating and different things like that, they know what, because we've been raised in it. So when Esau at reaction, that says it all. Jake picks up on those reactions, even though it's carnal and as wicked as certain Jakes are, they pick up on those reactions, man. So Esau don't know how Jake thinks. He thought he knows how Jake thinks, but you don't know the inner working of Jake. If you would have left it alone, Jake would have left it alone. But you reacting to it, taking his money and Jake's like, oh, hold on, what? Hold on, they reacting? Hold on, that's true. Because we know that's how Jake has an intuition, even though they don't realize it. That's why it says they do the law unknowingly, man. There's still a spirit that dwells in man. Kanye is right. What is that? TBH. The further he dives into his topic, the more anti-Semitic he will become. It happens to all of us who pay attention close enough. See, place close enough attention. I heard that Kanye recently read The Jewish Onslaught by Dr. Tony Martin and found out what group of people actually ran the transatlantic slave trade, which we've been pulling that out, man. We've been pulling that out, that the slave ships were owned by Jewish people, man, so-called Jews, man, Amalekites. So they were profiting off of us away into the deepest. They were knee deep in slavery, man. That's why it says he that stealeth a man and selleth him, if he be found in his hand. So these Jewish people, they still have us in bondage. They're the ones that own our birth certificates. They're the ones that own our social security numbers. They're the ones that profit off of us and pay our taxes. We're still in slavery under this man. We're still in his hand. So guess what the Lord gonna do? He gonna judge you, man. Don't be worrying about what we saying. You need to worry about what the Lord finna do, man. You have invoked judgment on yourself. And I say it again, you have invoked judgment on yourself, Esau. See? So you ain't gotta do, the time is beyond the Lord letting this truth out on this magnitude, because guess what? The Lord has already sealed the elect, the ones that he's wanted. The ones that are earned, like I said in past videos, the time of getting your money is slim. The time of jumping in and believing in the Lord and investing on ground floor. Just like if you didn't invest in Apple or YouTube, let's say YouTube, we watching YouTube. If you were the ground floor of YouTube when it had maybe 5, 10 people knowing what it is, then 100 people, maybe 1,000 people. Oh, what YouTube? Oh, this thing is going to be popular. You didn't know, and you put in $1,000. You know, your $1,000 would be in the millions right now. So the same thing with the men that invested in this truth on ground level. When you put in, you went out there. That's why the Lord said, go out there to the marketplace. The Lord wants usury, because guess what? He's going to increase you. That's a part of your profit, man, because you're making the investment. So Yahweh Shem Yahshua is showing that the investment is being paid. The payday is coming, man. The ultimate payday is salvation. But now that we're reaping some of those increases, man. Because guess what? Now the world is going to come in because, oh, they heard Kanye and different things or some certain people are going to come in. But if the ones that the Lord wants, he's going to have them dive into the truth, get to the right camp, get to the knowledge, was just like we did, man. We had to sift through, and the Spirit guided us to the right camp and to the right knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Let's read these comments. It says they own the Caribbean sugar mills. 2, they are still the wealthiest demographic in the islands. Look who's the richest man in Haiti, LOL. And who owns the diamond trade and runs all the South African mines? Come on, man. Who owns Pfizer? Sadly, in which much disrespect to the Jews in Israel and how they treat their neighbors who lived there first. I refuse. It says, I refuse my taxes to go to hateful people, hateful place, and the enormous pornographic empire. Come on, man. They running after the thief, man. These comments are all going in. They have their own private police. If that doesn't say we run the show, what else does? The truth hurts, but it's still the truth. My spirit will rise from the grave and the world will know that I was right, Uncle A. Everyone who is waking up to see what's going on in this country, even crazy, Kanye. Kanye life matters. See, come on, man. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is doing the work, man. That's all I can say. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is doing the work in our days, man. Truly, truly doing the work in our days, man. Let me see here. Let me see. Let's go right here. Let's get these precepts and I'm gonna close on out, man. That's all I really wanted to bring out, to show that the Lord is stirring up the dry bones. All right. The Lord is stirring up the dry bones. And because this is the time of the redemption, man. You know, I'm ready to go home, however the Lord does it. You know, however the Lord does it. This is his movie. This is Genesis 49 and verse 9. It says, Judah's a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. Who he stooped down, he crouched as a lion, and as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up? Let's look at that word, ruse. Who shall ruse him up? It says what? Rise, arise, to become powerful. Arise, come to sense, stand to make. What is that should come to your mind? Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. They stood up on their feet, an exceedingly great army, man. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is stirring and causing Judah, the so-called Negroes in America, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, to stir up. And then the other nations are going to come up, because guess what? Now this can lead into what? Gad coming with Judah, man, flying up on the neck of the Philistines, man, or the Grecians. All right, you Edomites, man. The Lord is going to bring the nations together, and the Lord is going to endow spiritual power. That's what we're leading to right now. We're leading to the final fight, man. All right. And it says to stand and sure, to be fixed, to be valid, proven. The Lord is good. That's what it says in rousing. Who shall prove to be proven? You're proving this truth to be true. To prove is to try out. It's to make something so. So Yahweh Shem Yahshua is proving and establishing this truth, and he's stirring up Jake, man. This is beautiful, man. I just, man, look, you couldn't even plan it that way. Even though Kanye done sold his whole soul, hey, look, the Lord's still using him. He's done anyway. Unless the Lord have mercy on it, that's between him and Yahweh Shem Yahshua. But the main thing is we gonna establish and stand on the grounds that we've been given, which is what? The truth. Let me see here. Let me get this Wi-Fi. Let me get this Wi-Fi up real quick. All right. And it says, this is Revelations 11 and verse 1, 11 and 11. And it says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. See? And that's what you see. The Lord is allowing us to stand on our feet, man. The Lord is breathing breath into the nation of Israel, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth. The Lord is breathing breath into your lungs. Embrace it. This is life, man, and it's beautiful because that shows the love of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, that he does care for us, man. You know, and he's healing what he torn. Just like you cut yourself, the body heals. The Lord is healing this nation, man. And it's a beautiful thing, man. Man, call halal. Call halal, man. All right, let me read that again. It's after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh, see, from the Most High entered into them. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. So that's what you see. Because guess what? The truth that we've been saying is going to come to pass, because the Lord is going to make it so. And no nation can stop. No military can stop it. Just like the Egyptian army couldn't stop the Lord. And that was easy work for Yahweh Shem Yahshua. The same thing he's going to make with this. He's going to make a quick riddance and establish his power on the planet Earth. There's going to be no need to judge after this. We're going to judge on small spurts on the earth. It's not going to be a massive cleansing like the Lord is going to bring again. This is Micah 5 and verse 8. It says, and the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles, in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest. Lion is what? Is the alpha predator, the apex predator. That's what the Lord is saying, that Israel is going to turn into an apex predator. We're going to be the top of the food chain. And what is that? By spiritual power, man. We're going to be able to heal ourselves, make food, manipulate elements. We would not need to go to our enemies for the want of all things. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to give us, he's going to feed us and nourish us just like he did in the wilderness, man. All right. A young lion among the flocks of sheep who, if he go through, both tread down and tear in pieces, and none can deliver. That's what the Lord is saying, what Jake is getting ready to turn to. We're getting ready to turn into an apex creature on the earth, man. That's why the Lord said I should make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. That's what is coming to the Jake, man. And we don't need to worry about anything. However the Lord brings it, he's going to make it happen, man. And it's going to be flawless. See? Then thine hand shall be lifted up upon thy adversaries, and all thy enemies shall be cut off. All, the Lord didn't say some, we're going to fall. No, all our enemies are going to be dashed, man. That's why it says you shall rule them with a rod of iron. And that's going to be in the kingdom. But in we're going to be able to have victory, man. All right. This is the book of Isaiah 26 and verse 19. And it reads, it says, thy dead men shall live together with my dead body shall they arise. Awake and sing. That's what you see happening. The dead is coming out of their graves. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is breathing life into the Negro, Latino, and Native American man. Okay, first and foremost. It says, ye that dwell in dust. Ye that dwell in dust. What is dust? Confusion. Our curses, we were dwelling in dust. That's why it says, dust off you. Stand upon your feet. It says, for the dew is as the dew of herbs. What is the dew of herbs? That's medicine. That's what herbs are, is a healing. So the Lord is giving us herbs. What's the herbs? The truth, the understanding. That's what heals us, man. And the earth shall cast out the dead. Come, my people, enter into thy chambers. And that's what? The chariots, man. And the Lord said, come, my people. The Lord is love. He said, thou my fervent lover, man. Enter into thy chamber and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. The Lord said, man, hide yourself. I said, the Lord, he's going to have to take us off earth. The Lord is going to do some things on the planet earth that's not even seen before. Utter damage, man. There's going to be a lot of death, man. A whole lot of death, whole lot of judgment. See? It says, for behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth. I just said that. And what's his place? The third heavens, the spirit world, man. It says, punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. All right. So what we're seeing right now is the setting stages of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua bringing that judgment. And he has to wake us up first. He gave it to the elect, the Israel of the Most High. Now he's raising up Jake. This is Jeremiah 22 and verse 29. And it reads, O earth, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, write ye this, Salakia. Thus saith the Lord, write ye this man's childless, a man that shall not prosper, Salakia. But the main thing is hear this. Hear, earth. It's talking about you Israelites. Hear, listen. And then the earth is lit and being told that the coming danger is coming. And the redemption of you Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans are upon us, man. There's no other way of getting around it. It's the book of Ezekiel 37. We'll start at verse 4. Ezekiel 37 and verse 4, and it reads, Again he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. That's the truth. That's the truth that's been given to us. That started with Abba Bivens, man. The great man by the name of Abba Bivens, which we believe is Elijah coming back in the reincarnation to those that can accept it. All right. This is let's read verse 5 and 9. And it says, Thus saith the Lord unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. That's why the Lord said, I shall pour my spirit out, and your sons and your daughters shall see dreams, and your young men shall prophesy, man. So the Lord is pouring his spirit out, and this is his man, the water. All you can say is the water, man. You can't be prideful in this. This is a gift. Lord literally raised us from the dead, man. And nobody had our backs, man. Nobody had our best interest in mind. Oh, the Lord kept us as the apple of his eye. If it was up to this world, they would put us in this BS New World Order and harvest our bodies and put us in perpetual slavery, man. They don't give a damn. We had to pray. We praising unto the Lord and asking for mercy, man. And it's not coming from the world. So the world can't stop this mercy that's been given from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. All right? None. You can't stop it. This is verse 10. It says, and I prophesied as I was as he commanded me, and breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. And the Lord's going to make that. And the army fights. The army don't just stand there to look good, man. The army goes to war. This is verse 12. Therefore prophesy, saying to them, Thus saith the Lord power, behold, my people, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel, Yasha Allah, man. So we seeing that take place now. And I want to say, call Haloim Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakwadash. We say, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahushai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahushai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakwadash. Until the next time I say Shalom. And as always, and more now than ever, keep faith. We're almost home, man. Finish line is right there. Keep pushing. Shalom.